Good morning, everybody. It is a chilly morning here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yesterday, it was 91 degrees. I was in shorts and my t-shirt. This morning, 46 degrees. I don't know where this came from. I guess that dust storm was blowing in a cold front. Apparently, it's cold around all the southwest. For now, I'm going to go get my oil change. I have 3,070 miles since my last oil change. So it's about time for oil change number 1 of this road trip. And then we're going to do our sightseeing for Albuquerque and head out to the Four Corners Monument, where I will knock out 4 states at once. Yes, it's you can call it cheating, I call it efficiency. So that's the plan, and then we're gonna end the night in Utah to start doing some sightseeing in Salt Lake City tomorrow. Let's get the day started. Oil change done. I'm back on the road again. Before I go to my actual sightseeing place, I am a bit of a fanboy for mixed martial arts. In Albuquerque, New Mexico is the famous gym of Greg Jackson, and I absolutely want to go see this place. So before I go sightseeing, I'm gonna stop off at Jackson's Mixed Martial Arts. It's actually along the way, so I'm not going out of my way. I'm excited to see this place. As an MMA fan, I had to come here in Albuquerque, New Mexico to stop in front of Jackson's Mixed Martial Arts Gym. This is the gym where MMA legends, John Jones, George St. Pierre, Rashad Evans, all of them trained here at Jackson's. And I'm really happy to have at least got to come in and see the place. I got to peek inside. It's not open right now, but it's really cool. I'm happy I got to go here. My next stop is now to actually go sightseeing. Here I am in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm here at Twister's, and some of you guys might be wondering what I'm doing here. The facade of this building looks familiar. This is actually where Breaking Bad, Los Pollos Hermanos, this is actually the location that they use. It's a real restaurant. It's called Twister's. You could go inside and take a picture next to the logo. So that's what I'm gonna do. And after an hour of lollygagging, I'll finally go and do my sightseeing before heading to Arizona. I just arrived at Elena Gallegos Park in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's a little bit off the beaten path. You wouldn't even think there's a park there because there's like a residential neighborhood on your way up. It's completely free. For parking, it's $1 on weekdays and $2 on weekends. And the park is huge. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to go. I'm just going to take the cameras, just start recording stuff so you can just see how big this is. I mean, you got people camping, you got people jogging, there's a reservation not too far from here. There's a lot of stuff, and as you'll see, like, it's surrounded by mountains and hills. It's a really, really awesome place. I hope you guys like the video.
Visitors to the Elena Gallegos picnic area and Albert G. Sims Park enjoy many activities below the backdrop of the Sandia Mountains, which were named for their pink colors at sunset. Sandia is Spanish for watermelon. The 640-acre park is a gem in the open space system. At an elevation of about 6,500 feet, visitors can view Mount Taylor to the west, the Jemez Mountains to the north, and the vast Tijeras Arroyo to the south. The landscape supports a pinon juniper habitat that includes camisa, Apache plume, scrub oak, canechola cactus, blue grama grass, bear grass, and soapweed yucca. If visitors use their observation skills, pack rat nests can be seen under juniper trees, coyote and bear scat can be identified along the trail, and the elusive cougar may be spotted traveling through a natural drainage. 7 covered picnic areas and 2 reservation areas with barbecue grills provide magnificent views to the east and the west. A network of multi-use trails offer challenges to hikers, bikers, and equestrians. Hikers also enjoy 2 trails for foot traffic only and access to the Sandia Mountain Wilderness area. On the north boundary of the picnic area is the Cottonwood Springs Trail, a self-guiding trail accessible to all people, leading to a pond and wildlife blind. A special feature of the Cottonwood Springs Trail are the shaded rest stops with original artwork by Margie O'Brien interpreting the surrounding environment. Winter hours, in effect starting November 1st, are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and summer hours, in effect starting April 1st, are from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m.
As you just saw, that park was absolutely amazing. The views, how quiet it was. There were actually quite a few cars parked there, but you didn't really see anybody because everything was so spread apart. So you want to have a private picnic with yourself, your family, your friends, whatever it is. This is a really great place to do it. There's awesome views out there, hiking paths, mountain biking paths. There's lots of people walking their dogs. You know, this is a really, really beautiful place. I'm really happy I came here. Obviously, I did a little bit more sightseeing than I thought I was going to in New Mexico. So I'm a bit behind schedule, but there's no worries. I think I'm doing fine, and I'm gonna head to Arizona to go to the Four Corners Monument. That way I will be in 4 states at once. So I will see you when I get there. I just wanted to do a quick update while I'm driving. So I just passed through the town of Cuba, New Mexico. I didn't know that there was a city called Cuba in New Mexico, and you can imagine my confusion. There was actually a restaurant there, a Cuban restaurant, like that's what it said at the top, you know, Cuban restaurant. And I was so lost. I'm thinking, is it a Mexican or New Mexican restaurant in Cuba making it Cuban, or is it a restaurant serving Cuban food from Cuba, the country, and Cuba, New Mexico? So I just thought that was a bit weird and funny, but I have about 2 hours left before I'm in Arizona, so enjoy the views, and I'll see you when I get there. New Mexico, and I'm just flipping through the radio stations. This is 89.7 FM. Check it out. I actually think this is kind of cool. On, guys, I just arrived here at the Four Corners Monument in Tiknospos. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This place doesn't necessarily have a state because this is the Four Corners. I guess it kind of counts as Arizona, but these are the four corners where Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah all meet. Unfortunately, this does cost $5, but in keeping with my budget travel, I am saving a lot more on gas by coming to this monument and knocking out 4 states at once than I would be if I went up and went around and went down and, kept going around through all the states like that. So I think this is a good deal, and I am going to go and visit 4 states right now.
The Four Corners Monument is one of the most unique landmarks of the Navajo Nation. This is the only place in the United States where 4 states intersect at one point: Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and Colorado. This location is very remote, as you will experience if you ever plan on visiting. The original marker erected in 1912 was a simple cement pad, but has since been redone in granite and brass. The visitor center is open year-round and features a demonstration center with Navajo artisans. Navajo vendors sell handmade jewelry, crafts, and traditional Navajo foods nearby. The monument consists of a granite disc embedded with a smaller bronze disc around the point, surrounded by smaller, appropriately located state seals and flags representing both the states and tribal nations of the area. Circling the point starting from the north, the disc reads with 2 words in each state: "Here meet, in freedom, under God, 4 states." The Navajo Nation recommends that you have plenty of water, food, snacks, hand wipes, and extra toiletries when visiting. The area is very remote with no running water, no electricity, and no telephones. To learn more, you can visit them online at navajonationparks.org.
Guys, that was the Four Corners Monument. As you see, it is the exact intersection where the 4 states meet. So that is how I was able to visit 4 states in a single afternoon. Normally, I'm not much of a souvenir buyer, but in this instance, since I am not traveling to 4 states and I am saving on gas by doing that, I allowed myself one frivolous purchase, which was a Four Corners Monument t-shirt. It's in my favorite color, yellow. I will be wearing it tomorrow when I go to Utah and over to Reno, Nevada. That's it for the sightseeing for today. You can keep watching to see the scenery as I go from Arizona or whichever state I'm in right now to Provo, Utah. And that's about another 4 hours of driving. Should be quite interesting to see some of the sights on my way there. I can't wait to see it.
According to the sign near the arch, Wilson Arch was named after Joe Wilson, a local pioneer who had a cabin near the Dry Valley. This formation is known as Entrada Sandstone. This arch is located in Utah along US Route 191. It has a span of 91 feet and a height of 46 feet. A lot of people have asked me what my favorite part of the road trip was. Without a doubt, it was any time I spent driving in the Mountain Time Zone. However, this drive to Salt Lake City, Utah was probably my most favorite. As a Caribbean-born Floridian, I rarely get the chance to see elevation, and I have never seen rock formations such as the one I saw in Utah. That being said, I will admit that the drive at night was not so much fun. With no street lights, making it to Salt Lake City after sunset turned my favorite part of the trip into one of the scariest.